Hello, you've seen some of my lessons. My channel is all about learning in the classroom. I want to share with you some books that I have written that can be used in the classroom as well. Vitamins ABCs, a kid's guide to food and nutrition, is about the importance of nutrition. Children will learn the importance of good food, rich with vitamins, versus bad foods that are empty calories for our bodies. The pictures are enticing when having to pick delicious sweets to choose from, but all the more fun. Vitamin ABC explains the vitamins in foods we eat and what those vitamins do for our body. This story has a fun rhyming scheme. All kinds of different foods are introduced that will increase vocabulary and sight recognition. Scary Day at School is a book that celebrates fears. Everyone is afraid of something. Students learn that their classmates have fears too. Each student explains how they cope with their fears to overcome them. Believe it or not, most fears have a custom from around the world that is celebrated. At the end of the story, the class has a party to celebrate their fears. Reading tips for children helps children use strategies to learn to read. Every year, teachers pass out worksheets on how to do this in a class. This book expounds on this idea with wonderful pictures that can set the stage for a whole lesson on reading strategies. Nikki's nickname is about bullying and name calling. Nikki is given a lesson from her mother that all creatures are given nicknames that are not true. But knowing who you are and what's important and knowing that a name people call you is not what you are in truth. Everyone Can Help is a book about cooperation and is written with the intention of guiding children into the understanding of how everyone helps in a family. This book explains how animals and nature are helpful and demonstrates how a young child can help around the house and the importance of developing responsibilities. Children will learn facts about nature and animals' symbiotic relationship with each other. Playing by the Numbers deals with good sportsmanship. The book talks about a boy having trouble in baseball, but with practice improves his skills. The storyline goes further in expressing how everyone can be included in some kind of sport or activity. The book shows activities that can be played that involve any number of children, so no one has to be excluded. This book is interesting because it breaks down games by their member numbers needed to play. 2 can roller skate, 3 can play man in the middle, 4 can play doubles in tennis, and so on. Children learn different sports throughout the story. Color Wheel of Friends helps children identify colors and builds knowledge of color theory while introducing the color wheel. The reader will visualize the mixing and blending of colors and be able to distinguish lighter and darker color values and hues. The reader will understand the grouping of colors as primary, secondary, and tertiary, as well as learning vocabulary terms, value, hues, warm, cool, primary, secondary, tertiary, and complementary. Watching You Grow is a developmental story. School curriculum teaches about the life cycle, and this book goes along with this type of lesson. The book illustrates the physical changes and stages a child will take as they change and grow. Following each growth spurt, the story introduces a different animal, depicting their life cycle changes. It is an emotional story of how a mother watches her child grow and then has to let go as the child enters school and a new set of teacher's eyes begin watching her child. This story is useful to help with separation anxiety. Everyone Has Talent was created to help the child find and discover their gifts and natural abilities. How many times have you heard a child say, "I'm bored"? This book offers suggestions on things to do. This book has fun lyrics and names and a rhyming scheme. Using this book, teachers can learn more about their students' interests. Splish Splash, It's Time to Take a Bath encourages hygiene and the importance of removing germs to stay healthy. As you read this book, children will learn the names of body parts, and more importantly, the ones that cause the most trouble recognizing and remembering, like wrist, ankle, shin, and others. The pictures include imaginary animal friends, and these animal images become part of the child's body as she pretends. The bathing process is done as it should, from head to toe. When the story is read, children can act out the animal body part and their movements of the imaginary animal friends mentioned in the story. What can you see in the forest? The story children will enjoy listening to the rhyme scheme. The pictures focus on animals found in the forest. There is so much to be learned from this simple picture book. Children will learn forest animals, their homes, collective nouns of animals found within the story, directional words, and on each page is a different type of tree found in the forest, which can be identified by its leaves.